My name is Peyton. I'm from Western North Carolina. I came to Nashville in 2016 to dance with Nashville Ballet in their second company. I danced with them for a year until I got injured and then moved to Belmont University where I studied biology. I was a typical college student, had a great social life with great friends. I started feeling sick about a month before my diagnosis. I noticed that my tonsils were starting to swell, and it was during the summer of 2020, so it was pandemic, and I thought it was COVID or strep. So I went to urgent care, and the doctor there, she felt around for anything abnormal, and both strep and COVID tests came back negative. She told me that the swelling would go down within 2 weeks, and it did. After the swelling went down, I felt normal until one night I woke up pretty sick. Very tired, couldn't really move, couldn't eat, couldn't drink. Nothing would stay down. About Friday morning was early morning, and when I went to stand up, I immediately passed out and hit the back of my head on the toilet. I don't know how long I was out, but I remember telling myself I needed to wake up. I started hitting the tub a few times before my roommate woke up. He asked if we should go to the ER, and I was like, no, I'm fine. But later that morning, I called my mom. I was like, yeah, I think something's pretty wrong. And so she drove 6 hours from North Carolina to be with me. I had no idea that in the next 2 days I'd be diagnosed with leukemia. My diagnosis was acute myeloid leukemia, and I was diagnosed July 20th of 2020. After I was diagnosed, they rushed me in the ambulance over to Sarah Cannon. The next day it was full of information about what I was gonna go through and the treatment. And then that next day we started the 7+3 induction chemotherapy. Given my initial diagnosis and the genetic predispositions that I have, I needed to have a bone marrow transplant. Out of the 26 million people that are on the registry, I didn't have a match. And so they started testing my family. And my mom and dad both were a 5 out of 10 match, and my brother was a 6 out of 10. And even though maybe 10 years ago that wouldn't have been the perfect match, now, given the scientific advances that we have, they went with his stem cells. I don't think I would have made it past the next 2 months if I didn't have this option for me. As of now, I am in remission. I'm here in 3 months with no evidence of disease. I learned about LLS through my social worker. She told me about a bunch of their programs. I found out about Light the Night through the team that Sarah Cannon has. And so I joined their team and started helping fundraise. Light the Night is a night focused on patients, survivors, caregivers, and those who have passed away since their diagnosis. And it's a big event. We all get together and we remember those that did not make it, and we celebrate those that did and all the care that went into it. I was pretty inspired by my cancer treatment and the nurses on my team, and so I'm gonna go back to nursing school. From this experience, from my cancer journey, I've learned to be resilient, to take every day as it comes and to take every moment and continue to live as fully as I can.